does it really matter if a person believes in God or not? Because quite often now there are people who say that if you are good at work, if you are a good human, if you are a good citizen, if you are helpful to others, if you're not causing harm to anybody else, why should it even matter whether you believe in God or not, whether you go to the church or mosque or you don't? It's your own personal private matter. We don't stop you from going there. But it really hardly matters whether you believe in God or not, whether you are a religious person or not. At the end of the day, it's only a matter of an individual's inner satisfaction. If somebody gets satisfied, content by going to a place of worship, well, it's his own personal matter. The truth of the matter is that belief in God is purely a moral issue, more than it's an intellectual matter. If being good to parents is a moral imperative, if being loyal to one's country is a moral imperative, if being good to the neighbors is a moral imperative, then most certainly believing in God, acknowledging Him, worshipping Him, thanking Him is even more importantly morally significant. Why? Well, because if it's a reality that it's God who has created us, and it's He who has provided us with all the resources and the abilities that are enabling us to live this life comfortably, and all that we have is from Him, then it is a moral issue that He needs to be acknowledged, believed in, and He needs to be worshipped, He needs to be thanked. I'll just give you an example, hypothetical example of a case that might help in understanding what I'm trying to say. Imagine that there is a young man who was born to a rich family. His father had a good business, and he was getting educated, went through the school education, was somewhere on the verge of joining a university when his father got kidnapped. But because the family was well off and the business was flourishing, the family was able to enable this young man to continue his education. He went through his senior school education and to a university outside in some foreign country where rich people send their children to. Got his degree and came back and took over the administration of his father's business and helped the business to continue to function smoothly and successfully. Around the time when he was 30 plus, he'd gotten married and he had a couple of children. He comes to know that his father is alive. Somebody tells him. It's not a completely 100% confirmed information, but he does come to learn about the fact that there are strong reasons to believe that his father who got kidnapped is not dead. He's alive and he's somewhere in the custody of his kidnappers. What should be the reaction of the son? There could be only one reaction. He should make it a point that all other activities are going to be secondary. He will make sure that he just does everything within his means to find out as to whether his father is alive. And if he is alive, then he'll make sure that he's recovered and he comes back to join his family and take over the business. If the son says that, you know what, I'm not interested. If he's there, I don't know. How can I know? So my business is more important. What is more important is that I have a career and I have a business to look after. Can a son say that? No, he cannot. He'll be considered to be an immoral person, an evil person. If a son who had lost his father to kidnappers and comes to learn about the fact that there is a possibility that his father is alive, is morally bound to find his father and to do everything to do so. If that's true and that's something which is a fair expectation, then even more fair is an expectation from those people who as yet are not convinced that there is a God. But they know that there are reasons to believe that he could be there. If those people who are atheists, they can feel confident that they desperately look for God. They tried everything to search for him, at least as much as the son who lost his father to kidnappers did or should have done to find his father. And if they say that despite their best efforts, earnest, honest efforts, they didn't find God, they were not able to be convinced, then they have the reason to feel comfortable. But if they are not willing to find God and they are finding excuses and arguments to reject him, then what they're doing is extremely immoral, and their position cannot be defended neither from a moral point of view nor from an intellectual point of view.